cut yesterday. I've been hearing stuff walking in the woods behind me. Finally got set up. It's 5:12. It's opening evening, September 15th. I snuck into a bedding area. And I think I know this because of our cameras. We've been getting them coming from this way, going to our camera, and coming back. And we hunt this other side too, and they come from this way to the camera and back. So I think this is just a big bedding area. But right behind me I got tracks and my wind's blowing right over it. Dad already saw doe walking in. Already saw a doe walking in, but I just found this tree and climbed it. I'm not very far up, maybe 15 feet. With all my back cover, I'm plenty high enough. But as I was walking through, there's trails everywhere. So. Alright, we're out here at a spot that I was at last night, and we're pulling down my saddle to move it down the edge of the corn. One, because the wind is switching. Two, I kind of want to get set up before, like, I don't have to do it right then and there. So we're out here, it's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, pulling the saddle down, moving it down where the wind's blowing and where all the big deer came out. I saw two big, pretty nice 8-pointers, one really giant 8-pointer. Down here in this corner, there's a cocklebur patch and this cut corn, and they all filtered through there. So I'm gonna try to pull it down, try to find a tree down there close to that cocklebur patch. But this is where I sat up. It wasn't all that great, but it worked. It's pretty much an observation set, but we're pulling that down and moving it to this corner, and all those bucks came from this side, filtered through the cocklebur patch. Some of them went back into the woods, and then like 5 does and two or three smaller bucks came right past me last night. So let's get her did. Alright, so we picked out the tree. It's a pretty good spot. So last night they kept filtering through these cockleburs, and they would eat the big leaves off them, and then they would eat this corn that's laying on the ground. But I got a video of them. Every single one of them came by these cockleburs, this little cocklebur strip that's in this corn. So we picked a tree. Unfortunately, it's a locust tree, but you can see it's right here, right there. I'm gonna try to get above everything, but it's a pretty good tree, and it's probably 20-30 yards at this cocklebur patch we had. Both of the bigger bucks came through here, ate the cockleburs, and then every single one of the does also came through here. And then my plan of attack is like walking in. So normally I'd walk in from where I sat last night up on top, but actually I'm gonna cut to this point and then walk around, so it's a little bit shorter of a walk, plus I won't be walking over where they're coming, so they won't get my ground set and everything. But it should be good tonight because the wind's blowing pretty much the exact opposite way of where it was blowing yesterday. And even if the wind's not blowing that much, this corn, it angles up this way. So tonight, my thermals will be pulling down if there's not that much wind, and it'll be blowing into the creek, which will be perfect. So pretty excited. I got my saddle on. So I'm going to try to set the saddle up, see how it works. So stay tuned.
We got a saddle stand hung up in this locust tree. Finally got all the...
Coming from that way, walk right in front of this hole, camera arm, saddle.
They should come out of this corner right here. Hopefully give him about a 20-yard shot out here in this cornfield.
Back in the saddle spot. Been hunting this pretty hard. Couldn't go out last night, but we got a couple good bucks, I'm pretty sure. Last night on camera in this cornfield, right about 7 o'clock. I had some stuff to do last night, so I couldn't get out, but they're moving. Big cold fronts rolled through. At night's been getting down to the 40s. At nights have been getting down in the 40s, so it's been really cool compared to what it has been. Right now it's like 70, maybe. It's supposed to get down to low 60s tonight. So I'm pretty optimistic. It's the first real cold front here in Missouri. September 22nd. Yeah, September 22nd. 417. So. Yeah, sit tight.
for 20, and he was at 28. I was like maybe an inch low from hitting just the belly, so probably 3 or 4 inches low. He came out with 2 smaller bucks. I saw him right to the right. That's why I was actually pretty ready. But then he came out again after I missed. But the does that came out too saw me as I was reaching for my bow because he was already within 30 yards. October 3rd. I'm sitting in a new spot with the saddle. It's about 60, 70 yards off this bean field. We've been having a big buck come from this direction, but we have a camera in a bean field and it's been at night. So I'm hoping he's bedded back further than me sitting about 50, 60 yards. He'll stage here, then work to the bean field. It's probably another 100 yards from the tractor path. And we actually got him in daylight, September 21st and September 22nd in daylight. And the way it looked like he crossed right across. Me and Dad came in here the other day, yesterday I think, and scouted. And there was a scrape, and we saw 2 or 3 does jump out from back here. Dad is hunting out of his saddle as well for a big cornfield. We got a couple good bucks there too, close to daylight. But what he's hoping is that they've been in their beds all day and pretty much all day yesterday because it's been raining for 2 days straight. So he's kind of hoping they might get up a little early. bring him a little luck. Usually his birthday brings me luck. I killed a pretty nice one, my biggest one with the bow, 2 years ago on his birthday. And I shot an absolute monster last year that we could never find today as well. So, I'm not feeling too confident. But you never know. It's a little cooler than it has been today. It's like 65, 70. But I'm just gonna hang here, see if we see anything. exit. But that toad kept circling around and did 3 circles. Multiple times within 10 yards. I kept pivoting around the tree so she couldn't tell what I was. Well, the second time she circled, I couldn't pivot around too much because there was 3 other does on the other side of the tree. So she was on the right side, the other does were on the left side. So she kind of blew, but did 1 more circle. So I stopped her. She was cornering to me a little bit. But I'm very confident with my arrow setup. I can see blood right there. I'm pretty sure she didn't even make it 50 yards. I think I might have saw it fall over down there. Squirrels are barking right where I think she fell. But I didn't even plan on shooting a doe. But she wouldn't leave me the hell alone. I got my heart pumping a little bit. But they came from that front bean field, kind of where I walk from. There's a little tiny watering hole right over here. And they're feeding on some kind of big leaf all throughout this. And then they got in that watering hole, and I could see just mouthfuls of something that they were all eating. But man, that kind of got me pumped. I didn't really want to shoot her though. Because we've been getting a good buck here. We haven't had him in a week, but he was daylight last week. But we haven't been in this spot, so I was kind of confident. I'm going to sit tight a little bit longer. But I can see good blood right where I shot her at, so I'm just going to sit tight though.
Well, we're on the trail. I did get a complete pass through. I thought I didn't, but I blew through both of the shoulders apparently. Let's get started on it. I think she died right up here. Oh yeah. See it all, Deacon?
Oh, look at that tree. There's something.
I don't even think you guys are. Did you walk down this bean field?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty close to it. When he said the apples fall out of the tree, it sounds like it's a grenade. On that tree, on this tree. This bed. Oh no, I hope she ain't in there pushing water.
She laying up underneath there?
What kind of tail from her?
She stumbled right here.
Yeah. She didn't stop the whole time. I thought she fell right here, but I didn't know there was a ditch right here. Right there.
Coming back.
Up here.
Oh. Yep, right there. She laid down.
well, found it. It probably ran, what do you think, 70, 80 yards? If that. It didn't make it to the second bean field, but this one had a yearling with it, but it was also another big doe. There was 4 in total. And I wasn't even going to shoot her, but she kept blowing at me and kept on circling me, so I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna fill the freezer, I guess. But big old nanny doe. She didn't, I mean, she came up here, laid down and died, and there was a good blood trail all the way through here. I'm shooting Slick Tricks this year. Slick Tricks 4-blade, fixed blade. They're 125 grain. Total arrow weight is like 472, I'm pretty sure if I recall. Complete pass through. I hit just behind the shoulder, and it came out the rear end, but it was quartering so hard that I did hit a lot. I think I hit liver, probably back lungs, and all the way through the guts, but it exited out the back. So I hit it up in the front and exited out of the rear ham. Complete pass through. I didn't think I got to pass through, but I guess I did. But that's pretty much it. We're going to try to get her dragged out of here. We can pull pretty much where she came at with the truck, and then I have to go pick up my saddle stuff. But Dad's still in the woods. Hopefully he sees something tonight. But who knows? It's his birthday, so hopefully. But pretty happy with it. But yeah, I missed that one big buck, and then I got this one. So it's kind of the highs and lows of hunting. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit them and get good shots. I don't completely miss it to make a bad shot on them, but we're still chasing them. We've had a big buck here daylighted twice, but it's been over a week since we last seen him on camera. Daylighted on camera. We've been getting them almost every night on camera, but daylighted, we haven't been getting them that often. But we moved into this new spot that we never hunted. I set up the saddle and saw 4 deer, and I wasn't planning on shooting them because I was holding off for a buck. But this will have to do. But I'm going to end the episode here and stay tuned for the next one.